Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's been a long time. I haven't really been focusing on the cars. Well, I'm not really videotaping what I'm doing anyways. I did do the Porsche up, the new Porsche. I compound polished and then ceramic coated it, but it's raining here almost every day except for today. It's pretty decent. Excuse me. Beautiful day to mess with the Dodge. All right, well, what I got was some LED, don't mind the guns, we went shooting today. I'll have my son clean those up, but anyways, not sure if you're gun people. You should be. Should be gun people, but like I said, you should be. So got some hunting regulations, and then we just went and sighted in his deer rifle, and then a flagpole holder for my truck, and then a flagpole, and then a few badass flags. I got the Cummins back from the shop. We got a tune, 5-stage tune, and then a fully built transmission, billet input shafts and stuff like that. So super sick transmission, truck, freaking holy cow, I should have tuned it a long time ago. Freaking beast. Totally new truck. I mean, it was a Cummins, a 4-speed transmission. Basically it was a turd before that, but once you throw the tune on it, and then I got the edge gauges and all that stuff, I mean, the thing's just an absolute monster. Fast as shit. Totally drives completely different. Factory transmission on these trucks are just trash. It's like the restrictive type, so if you're going like 80 and you let off the gas, it starts to slow you down. Not the new transmissions. 100-mile-an-hour truck all day long on the freeway. Handles, I mean, it's still a completely different truck. Obviously the handle different, but seems way different. So anyways, this is what I got. I bought this little kit off of Amazon, and I'll put the link. It's for a few different models. So it comes with the brackets, comes with the wiring, we'll pull that out here in a minute, and then the LED pods. So we're gonna go square in a round hole. It doesn't look like I'm gonna need to freaking configure that any different, but yeah, those running lights are newish. I got them when I got my headlights, but these LEDs are gonna be way better. So anyways, let me start taking some stuff apart. All right, so I got those assembled, pretty simple. Only thing left is put the ends on, which is basically splice 1, splice 2, 1, 2, each end. Black to black, red to red, plug in there, plug in there. You could take your factory plug and do the same exact thing, but they gave me these, so I'm gonna run these. So if it starts to give me a short later on down the road, I know this is where it's gonna be. So anyways, cheap little set. I'm gonna pull the round stock ones, well, these are aftermarket, and then probably paint the bezels. So these get crusty over time. These were painted years ago. They were in perfect condition, so I'll paint those again and then dry fit everything loose so I can, get it where it needs to go before we tighten it down. Rifles are clean. Boy did a good job, so I'm gonna put all those away, and then yeah, back to car modifications. Guns, rifles, cars, everything. All right, quick and easy. Splice them together. These ends are pretty cheap, so you could upgrade those, but I'm feeling pretty lazy today. I'll run them for now, cover this in electric tape, and I had some cord hider, but I used it on my security system on my house. So anyways, let me do that, and then we'll pull the old ones off. All right, mine's looks a little different than your guys's because I got LED lights in mine, so that way they'd match my headlights. So you got a 10 mil there, and then two 10 mils there. So we'll pull those off and then pull that out. All right, literally just those 3 10 mil bolts, and this is aftermarket. So I don't know what I do with my factory ones. I think I gave them to a buddy that had a shittier version of my truck. But anyways, the kit that I bought came with these new. So I mean, it's not a super cheap kit, but it's not the most expensive. And then the bezels just slide out. We'll paint those and then reinstall them and see what they look like. Rough fitment. You get the bezels in there first, but I mean the brackets are, I mean they're pretty legit, really. Some Rust-Oleum high gloss. Like I said, I've done this before. These are textured from the factory. They're like a textured plastic. So I'll just throw a coat of paint on those real quick just to kind of freshen them up. It lasted out in the elements like 4 or 5 years last time. Alright, kind of rushed the paint on those, but I can fix them this summer or whatnot. And they're kind of not all the way in because they were wet. I wanted to screw them down, but bracket wise and fitment for something I bought off of Amazon is pretty amazing so far. So let me button up the other side and then we'll see what they look like on. So the fitment on the bracket's amazing. The entire kit was worth just the 2 brackets in my opinion, because I can put any LED pod that I feel like putting in there, no question. This side's, I had to use a ratcheting open-ended wrench and then an open-ended wrench on this side. Where on the other side I used opposite. I used an open end and then a socket. A fitment down in the bumper area. So anyways, so far so good. All right, they're installed and they're bright, super bright. They look really good. Obviously I won't run them like constantly because I'm not a douche waffle. So anyways, turn them off like high beams, you know what I mean, something like that. So they look pretty good. Just got to get the bezels in there. Once they dry, and then should be good to go. Alright guys, that concludes this video. I went and drove to the gym and around town, and yeah, they look amazing. They work fine and they're super bright. More to come later. Thanks for watching.